All right, my loves, a few disclaimers, a few things before we get started into the video. If you're excited to jump into the video, hop on over to this timestamp and it'll get you right to it. Okay, so I'm in the process of editing the video right now, and a couple of things that I wanted to address. Number one, this is not in the video, okay? It's just what I'm dealing with right now. I have an abscessed tooth, and it's not fucking fun at all. So that's what's going on here. Second thing, I recorded this way back in January. So a lot of stuff that has come up with Dr. Umar since then, i.e. the whole daughter situation, or daughters situations. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at the time of this recording. I mentioned certain things that he mentioned, little black girls, and there's a whole thing that I could have gotten into had I known that information, but I did not know the information. That is why I didn't bring it up in this video. Okay. Oh, so I came up with a part 1 of this video. So the part 1 is right here. Please check that out if you haven't already before watching this one. It provides a little bit more context of certain things that I end up saying in this video, and that I really just don't want to have to go back and repeat in the comment section. 2, I need space. I'm gonna be real with you, 100% transparent with you. I need space on my phone, okay? And this Dr. Umar video was like over an hour long. I had to edit it down and some more shit. This is the rest of it, okay? I was gonna break it up into sections, do like a part 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that. In my previous video, I mentioned that I was going to work on a larger project about foundational Black Americans. I'm still doing that. I just feel though that this video, releasing this particular video before I release that video, it'll tie a lot of things in together. So anyhow, I think that's about it. Yes, I'm on antibiotics. Yes, it hurts. It hurts to talk. This hurts. But I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk anyway. So without any more further dudes, here go the video. This is gonna be a long ass fucking video. Yo, I be talking so much, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll try to shorten this shit. God damn. Alright. I ain't even read what the fuck. We just gonna be surprised.
Come on. Arabs, East Indians, got it all. Hey. Look at us. We've been here longer than all of them. Not one hospital you can call your own. We are comfortable with white people being in charge as long as we can have fun. Would you blame it on the...
Okay, so... First and foremost, I think the way that he says Arabs, I think that the way that he pronounces it, I think that's a derogatory term. I was told it was derogatory to say it that way. And I was too afraid to ask why. But I think he's saying that, I don't think you're supposed to say it that way. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But no, it's not that we are comfortable with white folks running shit. It's that we, my generation, my generation and my parents' generation, we have seen and they have witnessed every single time that we do any fucking thing, it either gets stolen. Y'all was just talking about the Country Music Awards. It either gets stolen or fucking destroyed. That's why we don't have any black hospitals. Not anymore. Them hoes will get blowed the fuck up. Meharry used to be black. It's not no more. I want to say something so bad about Meharry. I'll put like check the description on what so you can see what I'm talking about. But they used to be black. They're not anymore. But that's the reason why we don't have no black anything. Anytime we have any black, the only thing black that we can have anymore is our churches. And half the time, y'all was blowing that shit up years ago. We had to... how many black churches was blowed up before they actually put a stop to that shit? And it was the only reason why they put a stop to it is because it was a church. Anywhere else there's black folks, y'all don't care. You don't give a fuck if it gets blowed up or not. Or if it gets stolen. Or worse yet, this is the real underhanded bullshit that they don't even fucking be telling you about. There'll be a black-owned business, though, black-owned, and then they'll slide on the slide, they'll sell it to an immigrant. They'll sell the business to the immigrant. It's still got a black face, so you don't know. But I'm telling you, the reason why I'm like that is because immigrant black people and American Black people don't have the same values. And I'm not saying that we don't have the same like morals. I'm just saying we value certain things differently. In the same way that I'm fairly positive that Blacks in London look at Black Americans as different. We're different. It's a different thing. And I don't understand why people get so mad when we say that. Black Americans are one thing, but a Chicago nigga is very different from a Memphis nigga. They're different. They're different. They're different. And a Memphis nigga is different from a Louisiana nigga. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So like we don't, and if you're a Black person in America, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So when I say that we're different, I mean like we're different like that, but on a massive scale, like on a much, 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 much larger scale. You value this over here. I, as a Black American, value this over here. We don't have the same values, so I personally wouldn't want you running my schools. In the same way that I wouldn't want an Englishman running a Black school. That, like, a white Englishman running a Black school. That doesn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I don't have nothing against not nobody, okay? Be who you are, love who you are, be proud of who you are. I'm proud of who I am. So don't chastise me for that, okay?
Because politically and economically.
So the hip hop world, and this goes into the economy world of Black people, do you feel like when they say crabs in a barrel mentality or crabs in a bucket mentality, where we will climb over each other for that one to get out on top?
Yes, sir.
Is that a truth that you see in our community?
Absolutely. That's true for Black people, period. That ain't just hip hop. That's Black across the board. And you know where it comes from? The plantation. On the plantation, the slave master would liberate a couple slaves a year. And the only way you could get liberated was to do what? Snitch on the other slaves. He not working hard enough. He got out to the cotton field too late. He trying to run away. The only way you could get free was to snitch on another slave. And guess what we still do? We still undermine and undercut. Why? Because we believe only one Black person can win at a time. The essence of our self-hate is rooted in the fact that if I find out you winning, I believe it automatically means I can't. See that? If your podcast is winning in dollars, it automatically means mine can't. Says who?
Right.
Why can't both of them be winning? Right? They can both be winning. But because we come out of that slave plantation mentality, the minute I find out his business just opened, it means mine can't. It's a ridiculous way to think, but that's the way Black people think. Another Black person's victory is automatically my defeat.
Why do we feel like that?
Okay. Yes, I do feel the crabs in a barrel mentality. And I have a very juicy quitting story that involves one of them niggas. Okay, that was my old boss. So maybe one day I will get into that. However, I definitely get the whole crabs in a barrel mentality. I understand that. And whereas I do absolutely believe in post-traumatic slavery, okay, syndrome, I definitely believe in that. At the same time, just like I believe that an adult can only blame their parents for certain aspects of their lives for so long, I feel like we do it to ourselves because we want to do it to ourselves. We want to. So, yeah, okay, we've been conditioned to do it to ourselves, but that doesn't take away from the fact that we're still doing it to ourselves. Nobody is saying, hey, you're on the plantation now, and the only way for you to get free is to act like a fucking asshole and an idiot. No one's doing that. No one's forcing you to do that. You're doing that on your own volition because for whatever reason. It is now 2025. We have apps like BetterHelp. You know, there are so many different fucking outlets for people to, especially in America. You can only blame other people for so long. For certain shit. I'm not talking about some other shit, okay? Like, there's still redlining going on, all right? But I'm just saying, I feel like we do it to ourselves because we want to do it to ourselves. And now, I have this timestamp written down, but I don't know what this is about. I have no idea what the fuck.
Teach your kids their history when they don't even know it or care about it? You got a church on every other corner. Why can't the Black church give out free Black history lessons once a week? Because all they care about is money. That's why.
Oh, that's church is a different question.
Oh. Oh, all they care about is money? He was talking about, like, well, pretty self-explanatory. And the link to this video will be in the description, so you can check it out there. But when he says, oh, because all they care about is money, in disgust like that, when your response to my email, to my inquiry over an interview, you didn't even ask if it would be in person, over the phone, if it would be a Zoom thing. Is this 15 minutes? Is this 3 hours? Like, you didn't ask me no questions. Just pay me. That's it. So don't sit up here and act like you're so disgusted by the church when you yourself do the exact same thing. And if that's what you care about is money, then hey, that's cool. Just say that though. Don't sit up here and act like you're so disgusted with organizations that only care about money when you yourself only care about money.
Right? But don't do it in a historically amnesia way. Don't act like you don't know what she's been through. Right. Black women been raising 70% of the kids for 50 years by themselves. What you expect her to act like? She's been doing your job and hers for 50 years, and you want her to get down on all fours and say, yes, massa. For what? First of all, you can't expect a black woman to go serve a white man and then come home and serve you too. There can only be one king. Which one is it? Because if it's you, why she got to go slave for a white man?
So did I have to ask you?
Okay, so first and foremost, he said, if it's you, then why does she have to go enslave for a white man? All right. So as opposed to what though? Because they moved on to the next thing. So what I wanted to know is opposed to what? Slaving for a black man? Slaving for a white woman? Like what as opposed to what? Or just being at home and focusing on my wifely duties? Because honey, it's 2025. No one can live off of a single income anymore. Not unless you have, like, the average person cannot live off of a single income anymore. The Simpsons came out in what, 1988, I believe? 1984. 4. The Simpsons came out in the 80s, okay? And there for the longest and there for forever and a fucking day, Homer J. Simpson, who had a high school education level, never went to college, okay? Worked at a power plant. And he was able to afford that 2-story, what was it? 1-car garage, kitchen, den, living room. Did they have a metal? No, they didn't have it. That was just a back door from the kitchen. 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, because Lisa and Bart didn't share a room. And Maggie had her own room. A 4-bedroom house with a basement? Bro, off of that one salary. Y'all really be out here acting like we could still do that. We can't do that. You can't do that anymore. I have a whole college degree. I'm not making anywhere near what Homer Simpson was making, accounting for inflation. There's no fucking way. You have to have 2 incomes to survive. You have to. So, I get it. A man is supposed to provide whatever. That's cool. But you're supposed to provide more than just finances. Yeah, provide a home. That's cool. But you're also supposed to be providing love and support. Okay, that's what a provider does. So, we can't go back to the woman staying at home regardless of what race you are. We can't live off of 1 income. Not unless your nigga is the pusher man. He the pusher man. Okay, well then baby, you gotta get a job. Yeah. And 2, we've been scrubbing the white man's toilets since forever and a day. Please don't take this offensively. But since slavery ended, and in the Jim Crow era, right? Like, we still had to figure out how to make money. So we were still, like, we went back to Massa House and was like, yeah, but can I scrub your toilets though? You still need somebody. You ain't finna do it. We all know that Master Jenkins is not finna scrub his own fucking toilet. You gonna pay me? I'll do the same shit that I was doing yesterday. You just gotta pay me now. Do you have any idea how much pride you have to fucking swallow to do some shit like that? We've been doing it for years, no fucking problem. We ain't never stopped. My grandmother scrubbed toilets for rich white people. Okay? Like, she worked. My other grandmother, my paternal grandmother, she worked as a cafeteria lady until she retired in an all-white school. Yeah. Baby, we've been doing this shit. We've been swallowing our fucking pride. But at least we were able to come home to a nigga that was able to financially provide for us. And now, be able to financially provide for us, he stayed at home with the kids. He stayed at home with the kids. He may step out, but he ain't leaving you. You know what I'm saying? Like, things were different, but things were different for a reason. We dealt with your ass stepping out because all we were doing was scrubbing the white man's toilets. We was making money, but not your kind of money, nigga. And now we making your kind of money, so why the fuck am I tolerating you stepping the fuck out? Why am I tolerating me feeling like I'm worthless, like I don't mean anything to you? Why am I tolerating that when I have the money to just go and do my own thing? That's it. If you want us to stick around, you want us to be submissive, you want us to be all of the things that you say you want us to be, then you have to give us a reason to do that. You have to give us a reason to do that. Having a big penis is not a reason to do that, sir. They got sex toys out there right now for ladies. Listen, them things is dangerous these days. You gonna have to come a whole lot harder than just a big old pee-pee. We don't care about that. Sweetheart, I got this thing off of Amazon. Shit. Let's move on. I'm being too stupid. But it's like I was saying in one of the previous videos in that Kendrick Lamar breakdown. Like, we as Black women, we have a hard time praising you for shit that you're supposed to be doing any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be providing, you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing that. I'm not gonna sit up here and, yay, good boy you, every time you do something that you're supposed to fucking do, when I'm out here doing this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So, I think now, because of the fact that Black women, we were the bottom of the totem pole, okay? Like, everybody got everything before us, okay? So, because of that, we're starting to realize now, like, okay, we don't have to deal with this. But instead of running away, we could be just trying to talk it out. Like, all right, instead of just saying, all right, I'm off of this shit, you know, you could say, hey, listen, I love you, you love me. So let's sit the fuck down, let's talk this the fuck out, and let's see what we can do with this. As opposed to, nigga, I got a job making 10 times more than you. I don't have to deal with this shit. I'm out. Because it's easier to just go. It's real easy to leave. It's my favorite thing to do. Oh, it's my favorite thing to do. Oh, I can disappear on a dime, baby. It's my favorite thing to do. It's easy to leave. Staying and talking and working it out, that's the hard part. That's the shit that people don't want to do. But instead, he wants to turn it into this whole Black man, white man thing. And it's not. We're dating and marrying white men now. Like, it's not that deep, bro. It's not. I'm not. Let's get that clear. I'm not. Okay, but Black women, we dating white niggas now. Okay, this is another one where I don't even have a timestamp on it. Bro, what is up with me not putting timestamps on shit?
And it's giving our daughters a bad influence because they also feel that I have to sell my body in order to be attractive to a man. So they need to calm it down, right? But that's not my biggest issue because not all Black women dress in a promiscuous way. My issue is the fake hair. They got to give it up. First of all, y'all spending too much money on this fake hair. That money could be doing so much for Black women, so much for Black girls. We got a Black girl problem. We got child trafficking problem. We got homeless Black women with children problem. And y'all spending $30 billion out here on beauty and hair. Get rid of them perms and weaves and wigs. If it was up to me, all Black women would be shaved bald and grow it back natural.
So
okay, he's silly as hell for that. But I'm real confused. Because he a Pan-Africanist, so he considers Kamala Harris a Black woman, right? I don't. Her mother was Indian. She was raised by her Indian mother in Canada. So, and the black parent that she had wasn't even from here. So that she's something else. They got whole names for other people. Tyler, you remember Tyler? She colored. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her be whatever the fuck they say that people are. Them types of people and things. But don't call her a black woman. She's not a black woman. You know, you go over to Africa and you'll ask a Nigerian, are you black? And they'll say, no, I'm not black. I'm a Nigerian, because they understand that when you say black, you mean Black American, because we're the only ones that call ourselves black. Everybody else put their nationality and everything in with it. We can't do that because we don't know where the fuck we from. We still don't know where the fuck we from. So we don't know. We don't know. So we're just black, right? So, and it's already melded into its own thing. We are our own thing, in the same way that in Louisiana, you will find Creoles, okay? They've been there long enough to develop their own thing. That's their own race of people, okay? It doesn't mean that they're different. They're still American, okay? We're still here, but due to the history of that land, that is its own very unique group of people that you're not going to find anywhere else. You're not going to find it anywhere else. In the same way that Black Americans, you're not going to find us anywhere else in the world. You're not going to find us anywhere else in the world. Okay? So, but when you ask a Nigerian person, are you black? They say, no, I'm Nigerian. When they have census, when they take a census over in any part of Africa, nowhere does it say white, black. No. It's like, if you're in Nigeria, they're going to ask you, are you Yoruba? Are you Ifa? Are you Igbo? They're going to ask you, like, what type of Nigerian are you? Or if you're not even Nigerian, what type of black? We understand, we see, no, we all the same skin tone, but like, what type of black are you, right? So like Black American, because I can't say Nigerian, a British Nigerian. Like, you can say I'm British, I can't say, I personally don't know for sure. I'm going off of a sibling's ancestry report. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. Plus, in DNA, man, that's another fucking thing too, bro. Cause like in the when you go and look up your DNA with that 23andMe stuff, and how is it that they're able to be like, oh, okay, well, you black person, your people, your black ancestors are from Nigeria, or they're from the Congo, or they're from here, this part of West Africa. But you can do someone's DNA and they'll say, oh, okay, well, you Creek Native American, or you're Cherokee, indigenous, or whatever, right? Like, how could you do it that way? Native Americans came from Asia. You saying that they ain't got a lick of Asian in them, but they 100% indigenous American. I don't know where my people are from. Okay? That's why we say black. Okay? We got to be able to be classified as something. But every time we mention anything about our race, everybody else want to get up in a tizzy. Oh, you always talking about blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and then we just say, well, y'all always get mad when we talk about it, so we just gonna shut up about it now. And then y'all gonna do some fuck shit. And then we get mad about it. And then y'all gonna be like, well, you didn't do anything the last time we killed y'all. So why are you so upset now? That's what the fuck y'all gonna do. And it just quietening us down, just keeping us silent with the status quo. But that's my fucking issue with Dr. Umar, is because I mentioned the whole Kamala thing, because when she was nominated, in a single day, all them sororities put together, what was it, like $50 million? Some god-awful amount of money. Did Dr. Umar say anything about little black girls at that point in time? Did he or she, did either one of them motherfuckers say, hey, I implore you guys to do this again, and we're going to put this towards little black girls in whatever fashion? I don't know. I'm not a politician. Y'all figure that shit out. But this is going to go specifically to them. Holocaust survivors, even the descendants of them, some of them, still get reparations checks. Y'all want us to shut up about reparations? Take away all of the indigenous people here. Take away their land. Take it away. You want to sit up here and complain, you only talking about reparations. Y'all need to just get over it. Okay, say that to them. Say that to them. Take that shit. Again. Take it. Take it again. You won't? You see the back and forth? But see, the similarities are so fucking striking because Kamala Harris had all that money raised in such a short amount of time. And Dr. Umar, who considers Kamala Harris as a black woman, didn't say boo diddly squat about little black girls. But he sees somebody with some hair weave. Oh, you need to take that shit out, shave your head, and you spend that money on little black girls. What? You want me to do that, but you're not going to say that to her? That's real interesting. See, that's the fucking problem that I have with Pan-Africanists, though. That I don't mean to sound so aggressive. I really don't. But that's the problem that I have with them, though, is they are the most inclusive gatekeepers ever. They really are. I'm not saying, oh, he should have just came on to my... He could have looked at my channel and been like, listen, you ain't even got 500 subscribers yet. It would help you, but it's not going to be beneficial to me. The only way that it would be beneficial to me is if you pay me. So let's talk about some pricing points. And let's also talk about what you want to talk about. Because, honey, I'm not talking about X, Y, or Z. And if you're going to bring up A, B, or C, I'm not doing it. No, it was just pay me. Pay me my money. And I'll come on and I'll say whatever the fuck you want me to say. Not that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. But, I mean, it's just... the amount was astronomical. And then it got me to thinking, goddamn, he been on a Breakfast Club like 5-6 times. Did Revolt pay him all that money? Again, I'm not going to say it because it's not my place to. I'm not trying to be that black person to be like, well, this nigga didn't do what I wanted him to do, so now I'm going to make a video and that's not what I'm doing. Not at all. He's obviously never going to come and talk to me. So the only way that I can react to anything that he says is to do shit like this. So, it is what it is. But it just, it really pisses me off because when these Pan-Africanists come together with these tethers, it's just kind of like, dang, y'all really be over here saying fuck y'all to the rest of us. I'm not saying that Dr. Umar doesn't have anything good to say. Of course he has so many gems to drop. Absolutely he does. Absolutely he does. But at the same time, I see that character and it's like, damn. I know. Keep the baby, throw out the bathwater. But at the same time, it's like, now I don't even know how I feel about what you say anymore. Because now I'm thinking about that money. Are you saying that because of the money? Are you trying to be, boisterous, like overly so because of the money? Is it the money? I'm not mad at it. I'm not. If people are paying it, people will fucking pay it. I'm not mad at it. Charge what you feel that you are worth. Me, however, will never pay anybody for an interview. What? I will do that. Why? Because just like he could say coming onto my channel wouldn't be very beneficial to him, I could just as easily say that me paying that much money would not be very beneficial to me. Yes, I would be able to gain all of the subscribers in the world. But guess what? I ain't got shit to sell. Not a motherfucking thing. I ain't got a motherfucking thing to sell. And I'm not monetizing this channel. So how am I going to make that money back? How is a single mom going to make that fucking money back? A black single mom? How are we supposed to make that money back? It almost feels as though you give more shits about black people from all across the globe than you do the ones that are right here at home. I have been recording for over an hour and editing this is going to be a fucking nightmare. So I'm going to just stop. I'm not going to react to no more of this video. I'm not coming back with a part 2. I'm really fucking irritated. Pan-Africanism, for me, it feels like it's just more marketable, which means that you get more recognition, more monetization. Because everybody loves to be included. Everybody loves to be included into things. And if he goes by the one drop rule, so your great granddaddy could be the only black person in your family, but for him, if you say that you are black and you live your life as a black person, then he will consider you black. I don't go by that. That's too inclusive. The most inclusive gatekeepers ever. You can gatekeep, and probably a hell of a lot better, without putting forth all that monetary pressure. There are other ways to gatekeep. Trust and believe. I do them. I practice them. Anyways, this has been exhausting. That's it. Oh, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I'm really trying. I really fucking hate asking for this shit. It sounds so disingenuous, and I'm so sorry. But dead ass. Like, at the time of this recording, hold on, let me, low battery. Okay, girl. At the time of this recording, I am at 499 subscribers. Holy shit. I am kissing it. But a couple hours ago, I was at 499, and then I looked like 30 minutes later, and it was like 497, and I was like, oh, bro, that sucks. So anyways, I'm at 499 subscribers, and I think that has a lot to do with me asking for subscriptions at the end of my videos. So can you please just subscribe? I don't like asking anybody for anything. I really don't. But it seems so disingenuous to me, because it's like, if you don't like the video, just don't subscribe to the video. You know what I mean? Is that it? Okay, it's been over an hour. Over an hour. Shut up, Marissa. Jeez.